Hi Gaians! My name is Álvaro Bomnevilla Garcia and I am going to present you my Gaia final project related to restore and improve urban infrastructures. Let's begin! Well, this is the index. In the first point we will learn about general concepts such as definition of urban infrastructures, historical evolution of urban infrastructures and cities, and what are the challenges today? The second point is about types of urban infrastructures. Then, we will study the problems related to urban infrastructures. And finally, the most important point, measures to solve the problem of urban infrastructures, restore and improve. What is the definition of urban infrastructures? It is called urban infrastructures to that human realization designed and directed by professionals of architecture, civil engineering and urbanists, which serve as support for the development of other activities and their operation, necessary in the structural organization of cities and companies. Historical evolution of urban infrastructures and cities. The first phase began between 5 and 6,000 years ago with settlements that became what we know as the ancient civilization of the Valley of Mesopotamia, now Iraq, Egypt, India and China. The first settlements depended mostly on agriculture and domestic animals. The second phase in the development of cities came later, with the Industrial Revolution in Europe in the mid-18th century. The factories needed a large number of workers and commercial activity grew, creating new opportunities in the cities. Looking for work and a better life, people moved from rural areas to cities in large numbers, something never before seen. And finally, the third phase began after the Second World War, the longest and fastest growth in the urban population of the world has arisen in the 1950s. As the world economy became international and grew in size, cities around the world grew by leaps and bounds. What are the challenges today? The main challenge related to urban infrastructures is the sustainability. The question is, how can we achieve the sustainability? The answer is very simple. Through ecological modes of transport, public transport, urban development, ecological modes of transport, pedestrian, green areas, and avoid social exclusion. The point number 2 is about types of urban infrastructures. We have the following types: transport, hydraulic and energetic infrastructures, telecommunications, and building infrastructures. Transport infrastructures, for example, terrestrial, roads, highway, maritime, port, and air infrastructures, for example, airports. Hydraulic infrastructures, we have drinking water networks, sanitation water networks, and waste management. Energetic infrastructures, such as electricity network and fuel networks, oil pipelines, gas pipelines. Telecommunications, we have TV networks and phone networks. Building infrastructures, for example, small infrastructures such as schools, hospitals, libraries. The problem related to urban infrastructures are lack of green areas, acoustic pollution, noise for example, visual contamination, accumulation of garbage and waste weather, and traffic congestion. This point, as I said before, is about measures to solve the problem of urban infrastructures, restore and improve. We have the following problems: lack of green areas, acoustic pollution, visual contamination, accumulation of garbage and waste weather, and traffic congestion. a lack of green areas can affect the health of people and causes, for example, respiratory diseases. Some measures to restore and improve this problem are, for example, use and build an abandoned land for the creation of parks, improve and restore river banks, and increase the provision for planting trees. Another problem related to urban infrastructures, as I said before, is the acoustic pollution. The acoustic pollution can affect our ears, coronary problems, aggression, and hormonal problems. Some measures of restore and improve this problem could be installation of noise and sound insulation screens, improve the condition of the streets, especially the pavement, improve infrastructures with the construction of underground works. Another problem is the visual contamination. The visual contamination makes our brain constantly active to process them, which can trigger stress or headaches. Some measures of restore and improve this problem could be conservation of urban infrastructures, conservation of buildings in the cities. The problem of accumulation of garbage and waste weather, it could trigger insects and rodents and produce environmental problems. These problems could be solved through creation of underground garbage dams, for example. And finally, the last problem is the traffic congestion. These problems can produce problems of air pollution and worsens the quality of life of citizens, stress, and health problems. The measures to solve these problems are the following: taking advantage of the lanes of the cars to transfer them into bike lanes, creation and improvement of parking points and lawn of rental vehicles, creation of lanes only for buses, and finally encourage the creation of underground infrastructures. Well, thank you very much for your attention, and I hope you enjoy this tutorial video. Bye!